literally the way into my heart is any clothing that has cats on it.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 right here. So last week I did something that I've never done before, which is going to an estate sale. And technically I will say about 2 years ago, I was just on a walk in the neighborhood that I used to live in, and there was an estate sale going on. It was like 2 p.m. There wasn't really that much stuff. It was mainly furniture, and I just walked in and walked out. I didn't have cash on me. I was just on a walk, and technically that was my very first estate sale experience. But this particular estate sale I went to, I feel is my actual first estate sale because I prepped, I planned, I, found it on the estate sale websites. I went through a bunch of different ones, and this one just caught my eye because there was this cat sweater on the preview of what the items are gonna be. There was this cat sweater, and I was like, I have to go just for that. And it ended up being that the person loved cats. So they had cat home decor, cat wall art, many cat sweaters, not even just one cat sweater. And they also used to own a vintage lingerie shop. So I'm talking slip dresses, vintage lingerie, like literally cats and vintage lingerie. Let's get into it. Let me show you all the pieces I got, and oh, it's so good. I originally wasn't going to necessarily buy a bunch of stuff. I really just had my eye out for one thing, but then it was, even though I would say it was less intense as the Goodwill outlet, I felt like it was almost like I had gone to the Goodwill outlet for the very first time, where it's like you are overwhelmed and then just really excited. Also, I will say, at least at this one, they were very reseller heavy. Even before the kind of estate sale opened, the person that was kind of, giving the rundown, don't run, don't shove, all that stuff, is a reseller, and they actually have their own stand at the Rose Bowl flea market, and they basically did this whole spiel to resellers, basically saying that they want this stuff to go to them to then give it to more people, and really emphasize that the pricing, which that was another thing, I had no idea what the pricing was going to be like, but they said that it wasn't going to be like the Rose Bowl flea market pricing, and that they want the resellers there to then have the items to price those items as Rose Bowl flea market prices. That, even from the start, I was like, oh, this is gonna be reseller intense. There was so much stuff. I was only in there for 30 minutes, and I mean, people just had so much clothes in their hand, and there were even more clothes, which is absolutely crazy. I ended up spending $135, definitely more than what I was originally wanting to, but it ranged from the highest item being $20 and the least expensive item being $5. So pricing wise, at least at this one, was actually pretty good. I did get a lot, and I really, love all these pieces, but I think I did go a little bit overboard, because once I started finding a bunch of stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, I can make a video. And so I think for some of them, they don't properly fit me. So I may end up doing a whatnot sale or putting stuff on my Poshmark. I'll have it in the description depending on what I end up doing. One of the items I did already put on my Poshmark, which I guess the first item I got, were overalls. They had an entire tub of overalls and vintage denim, and I just did not have the patience, nor, I mean, I knew I didn't need any, denim, and I had my measuring tape, but I was like, there was a lot of people, and in the room where most of the clothing was, there was just a lot of people in there. So being on the ground and going through this tub, it was a little bit much. When I had been going through that tub, I could not find the tag that said what the sizing was, and I didn't realize it until I got back home that they were a size 44 by 30. So I did actually put them on my Poshmark, and somebody already bought them, so I'm sorry. But yeah, there were so many overalls and so much vintage denim. This next one isn't very exciting, I guess, but it just looks so nice to just wear, and I will wear it even just around the house. It ended up being $10, and it is this Los Angeles Kings hockey t-shirt. And do I know anything about hockey? Absolutely not. But I mean, the feeling of this t-shirt was just so good. I just knew this would be such a comfy t-shirt that I will definitely be rocking. I want to say this next one was maybe $5, maybe $10. I can't really read the person's handwriting, but again, keep in mind, this person loved cats. So, I mean, a cat Christmas crew neck? So good. This one has just like the cutest little details on there. It's absolutely adorable. I think that's also why I maybe went a little bit overboard, was because I was like, they have so much cat stuff, I have to get it. And this one is in a size large and it just fits me so well. There are a couple of stains, but I feel like I've already washed everything, but I feel like there may be a way to get them out. I'm not sure. I didn't realize in the front that there was quite a big stain. One thing I will, say if you've never been to an estate sale and you're going to one is take your time. I feel like I was a little bit too in a rush. I'm like a little bit kind of like not regret or fail, because I will wear this. Dude, I will wear it. It's adorable. Yeah, I definitely should have just kind of taken a second to properly look through the pieces that I was thinking about getting, because again, like I said, there are some pieces where it ended up not really working out. This sweater was $20, which now, I mean, it's adorable, like, do not get me wrong, but again, there are some stains on it that I didn't realize before I had checked out, which is this cat San Francisco crew neck. It also has the cat butt in the back, like so cute. This one I want to say was $15, and I'm really sad about this because it is a little bit too small for me, which I'm so sad. I had seen it on the estate sale like posting for it, and I was like, I need to get that. And again, I didn't realize that it was this small, and it's just too small for my liking. But it is this Feline Fitness Center crew neck. It's got the cats on there, and then it has the cat butts on the back. Literally, the way into my heart is any clothing that has cats on it. This next piece was $5, and I didn't realize that it does have a hole on the front right here, but I feel like it's actually a pretty easy fix. Like, I could probably even just hand sew it. I absolutely love the little lace on it, and I'm pretty sure it's just handmade, just based on the inside and just a couple of things. Super unique and very fun and very summer as well. I felt like it was a much needed like actual summer clothing, because so many of the pieces are crew necks and sweaters. This is kind of a random one, but I had a vision and I thought it was so cute, and it's in my exact size. It was $5, and it is this little red bra. Again, they used to own a vintage lingerie shop, and so there was bins as well of just like underwear, lingerie, like bras, just anything that you can think of, honestly, of like vintage lingerie. It was in those tubs, and I ended up just picking up this red little bra. It has the cutest little pink flower in the middle, and it actually is a good amount of lining. It's not like padded, but it's actually really nice, and the little lace I thought was so cute. I was thinking about even just wearing, I have a white kind of sheer button up. I think that would be really adorable, and I just thought it was very cute. I feel since like November, I have been so into like vintage lingerie pajama sets, basically where it's like it has a matching robe. I'll give you, examples, and they had so many of those. I'm a little bit conflicted because I don't think I will keep both of them, but I'm just not sure because I do actually really love both of them. So yeah, let me know which one's your favorite. And the first one is this baby blue little robe sheer set. Now these are completely sheer, like very sheer. So I could definitely wear like a bra and bike shorts, or even a slip under it as well. It's pajamas. Like, obviously it's not necessarily supposed to be worn casually, but who really cares? This one was $20, and it's just so precious. I just love the little sleeves of the shoulder. I don't know I think this one is my favorite, so I'm gonna keep this one. The other one, I just didn't realize how neon it was, so I feel like it looks a little bit off on me, but it's absolutely beautiful, and I feel like somebody would just fall in love with it. But this is the first one. Then we have this, I think it's orange or like a coral. It's bright. It is very, very bright. I thought it was originally red, and it is this, again, matching little robe and dress. This one's a little bit longer than the other one. I really do like this one as well. It has little polka dots on it, and I feel like this one isn't as sheer. It's definitely sheer, but not as sheer as the other one. I just don't think now holding it up is necessarily my color, but I don't know. I really can't decide. The next 3 items are cardigans, and these were all hand wash only, and I try not, unless I like absolutely love something, I try sometimes not to buy stuff that says hand wash only because it's just a hassle. I mean, it's not the most, you know, rigorous manual labor or anything, but sometimes I just cannot be bothered. But I originally did not realize it said hand wash only, and then when I had them, I was like, I have to wash them. So I did hand wash them all. They took literally so long to hang dry just because of the material that they are made of. But I think the first one was $10. This is from Curb Classic. It is in a medium. It like slightly sheds, but not insanely. And it is this beautiful little pink color, and it has these little beads on it for the buttons and then also kind of the front part. And it's just the most precious thing ever. It is super, super soft. I don't know if I am going to keep this one, but it is absolutely beautiful. It has little shoulder pads on it. Then I have another fuzzy cardigan, and this one, the thing that got me is it has a cat on it. It was $5, and I feel like if it didn't have this like fuzzy material, I would 100% be so in love, but because it does, it just slightly is a little bit annoying for me, but it's very, very soft. Like, it's not uncomfortable or like an itchy material. It just kind of annoys me. But look at the cat on the front. You have also a cat right there. The last piece is the entire reason why I even went, and I was so anxious that somebody else was gonna buy it. I had been there probably for about 5 minutes going through the clothing, and again in my head I was like, somebody's probably already picked it up. No, there were multiple people that were passing it. It was kind of like in the corner when I realized where it was. Multiple people were passing it and nobody wanted it. So maybe it's either the ugliest thing in the world or people just don't understand style, because it is the cat cardigan. I mean, it is so cute. I am just shocked I was able to get it and that nobody else wanted it. Like, look at the back. Look at how adorable that is. It is the best thing in the entire world. It is by Cardigan Bay, and it was knitted by hand. It has a tag that says that. It ended up only being $5. I do have to unfortunately say that it did get slightly damaged when I was hand washing it. I didn't realize that the yarn that was used for the cats that are on it is a different yarn than what the actual cardigan is made out of, and the cat yarn is a lot softer and a lot more fragile, and unfortunately it did kind of unravel. So I'm going to ask my friend Jenna, because I feel like it may be an easy fix. She's kind of like the craft queen, honestly. So I feel like she will be like, Alexa, this is so easy, just do this, because I love this thing so much and I want to put in work to bring it back to life. Alrighty, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know also your experience with estate sales, if you have any tips or tricks for newbies like me. I'm just so excited to go to more estate sales and to just like really get into it, because this was the most fun. Also, again, you know, still stressful, but most fun that I have had. If you do like thrifting and secondhand fashion, then make sure to subscribe right down below and hit that little bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which is alexsunshine83. I'll see you in my next video, and I hope you have a super sunny day. Bye!